If you thick and you know it, clap your ass. If you thick and you know it, clap your ass. If you thick and you know it, do not be afraid to show it. If you thick and you know it, clap your ass. If you thick.
Si se pone de espalda porque quiere po, toma, dale, toma, dale, toma, 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 dale, toma, dale, toma.
If you're a thick girl, 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 do your thing.
Watch me turn into a savage in 4 years.
For 48 hours. Now what does it turn into? It turns into how hard we compete. How personal do you take this? How personal do you take your matchup? How personal do you take it if they don't slide to you? How personal do you take it if somebody beats you with ground ball? How personal do you take it?
Watch me turn into a savage in 4 years.
For 48 hours. Now what does it turn into? It turns into how hard we compete. How personal do you take this? How personal do you take your matchup? How personal do you take it if they don't slide to you? How personal do you take it if somebody beats you with ground ball? How personal do you take it if somebody knocks the ball out of your stick after you pick the ground ball up? Fellas, there's a lot to be said about character. What happens when you make a mistake? Do you sit back and you feel sorry for yourself? Or do you ball your fists up and get in a fist fight? Fellas, we made a mistake 10 days ago. And now it's about character. All that matters today is our response. Ball your fists up, take it personally, and get ready to get in a damn fist fight right now.
Thick and you know it, clap your ass. If you thick and you know it, clap your ass. If you thick and you know it, do not be afraid to show it. If you thick and you know it, clap your ass. If you
Si se pone de espalda porque quiere po, toma, dale, toma, dale, toma, 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 dale, toma, dale, toma.
Here you go. Holy shit, look at them buns.
She's a 10, but she always got a fucking attitude. And she always thinks she's right. And she always wants to fucking argue. And then if she don't ever get her way, she throws a fit and starts crying. Or just doesn't talk to me. And she's always fucking hungry. But when I ask her what the fuck she wants to eat, she don't know what the fuck she want to eat. Who am I talking about?
You know, I had a show idea. It was called Patrice O'Neal's White People.
I would so watch that.
I wanted to go out and just disprove that we're these people who don't like each other. It's pressure not to like a white person, and I know that pressure because a lot of things right now in my life that I should have learned as a kid.
Yeah.
You was called a punk or what? Typing? Nigga, you typing? A secretary? If I knew where Italy was on the map, I was a sucker. You know what I mean? Growing up. And I love classic rock. A lot of white stuff I'm into. But growing up, man, you got called names if you was too much. And I'm sure the same thing for white people.
But it's made you very educated in white people.
Again, but covertly. I had to grow up covertly sneaking around liking white stuff. And the idea of the show was just like, I would just do simple things like, okay, I would make a room full of black kids. I would go, okay, what's the funniest movie I can think of white people? Where I go, okay, white people love this movie, love this comedy. You know, as far as our humor, I say I make a room full of black kids and tape them watching Midnight Run,
Right.
which I think is hilarious.
Yeah.
Or Seinfeld, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Make them watch it and see what happens. And if they don't laugh, if they think it's funny, and if they don't, and the same thing with white people. Make them watch Friday. Just sit in a room and watch Friday.
Well, that movie's hysterical.
It's a hilarious movie, but you know, you just want to see. Or go to a country club in Long Island, find out what their top 5 selling liquor drinks are. go somewhere in Harlem and find out what their top 5 bought,
Malt liquors are.
and then just switch them and just see what happens. If black people drink a dry martini with an olive twist, blah blah blah, and white people drink a Incredible Hulk which is
Incredible Hulk.
Alizé mixed with Hennessy, and and just to whatever do that stuff, because I don't believe that we're as apart as you think, man.
Yeah.
As you believe we are.
You're going through a lot of changes right now, especially within yourself and your identity. Recently you had a major ego death and put an end to an identity that didn't serve you. This is your chance for major growth and to become who you're meant to be. It's time to treat yourself, be kind to yourself, take yourself on a date with your fine ass bitch. Remember to count your blessings, be grateful, and express gratitude to the Most High for guiding you, because you could be like these other bitches who's been getting their bad karma.
If you thick and you know it, clap your ass. If you thick and you know it, do not be afraid to show it. If you thick and you know it, clap your ass.
If you thick and you know it, clap your ass. If you thick and you know it, clap your ass.
She's a 10, but she always got a fucking attitude. And she always thinks she's right. And she always wants to fucking argue. And then if she don't ever get her way, she throws a fit and starts crying. Or just doesn't talk to me. And she's always fucking hungry. But when I ask her what the fuck she wants to eat, she don't know what the fuck she want to eat. Who am I talking about?
Here you go.
Serving me ice cream.
Big ass scoop for a very nice lady.
Thanks, Cole.
Very big ass scoop for a, I don't want to say it, big ass bitch.
You're gorgeous. You're literally gorgeous.
I would say the frustration for us. Black people feel like Sylvester Stallone felt at the end of First Blood.
Okay.
That speech that he gave, we want to love this country, but white people make it difficult by how you treat us. We get it, though? Yes, because you treat us like dogs. That's how you treat us. You treat us like good boy. Like, I'll tell you what white people do.
More liberals do that.
Not fucking like. Living in Boston, I've said this many times, I've dealt with racism, a non-overt, a subversive racism. White people in general would have less problem with us if we are less arrogant. They don't like arrogant niggas, man. Here's what they want us to be. Either appreciative, like thank you for master for feeding me, and if you elevate yourself to what you seem to be famous or rich, you go, thank you, master, for letting me attain such wealth and greatness. But you want to be appreciated for your benevolence.
But then how? What's the option there?
It's why you like Michael Vick now. It's why you like Mike Tyson now. It's why you like Muhammad Ali now. Any former arrogant nigger who is now contrite and in his place is well loved.
20,000 damn bitches on the island. 20,000 damn bitches going private. She make it clap. I got the strap. 21 gats. Feel like I'm savage. 21 bitches and none of them average. I'm gonna fuck me tonight, me a bad bitch. I don't give a fuck about niggas.
It's let me see you walk. Yeah, ho, yeah, I know that you can talk. You talking all that shit, but let me see if you can walk. Let me see you walk. Yeah, ho.
Men with good dick think they have control of you. Motherfucker, please. First of all, yes, sir.
Taking a look at the female reproductive system, the mothership. I want to start with a view of this that you don't get to see very often, and that is going to be from the side. And I just want you to note the relationship and the spatial relationship between the colon, the door to the outside, the poop chute, the vaginal canal here, and the bladder. And this is part of the reason that there are so many issues that can arise. You get a wide variety of things that can happen as a baby grows in the uterus, as it starts to take up space. You can see it's going to press down directly on the bladder, and it's going to push on the colon, and so you get urgent things or maybe constipation. It depends on which side you're on. Now, the second part of this is two structures that everybody asks about whenever I have this model up. And one of them is going to be this cord that runs through, across the pelvis back to the uterus, that is the round ligament. And keep in mind that there is other tissue here, muscular and connective tissue, that actually holds that the whole length. So it's not just kind of floating in space like this. The final anatomical curiosity that gets a lot of questions is this spiky little tube right here. Now in women, this is actually a vestigial structure of the time that you didn't become a man. And why didn't you become a man? Well, you had different hormonal signals happening while you were developing. At a very early stage of pregnancy, there are hormonal baths and signaling that happen that cause structures to either grow or atrophy. But at a very fundamental level, we have analogs of all of these things are still present in both of the sexes. They just happen to be more pronounced in the man or the woman. Men have a uterus. It's very small. It doesn't serve much of a function. Women actually have a penis. It's the clitoris down here, the one that everybody has such a hard time finding. But it's very important to realize that we are not this or that. We're always both. No matter what you identify as or who you identify as or what sex you identify as, we are all part of the gray area that is biology.
You like me?
Yeah.
You've seen my profile picture?
Yeah.
You understand that I look like wet concrete?
Whatever.
1 second. I want to thank you.
I have rapped in a program I did, a Weird Weekends episode about rap.
Can you remember any of the rap that you did?
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle wiggle, for sure. It makes me wanna dribble dribble. Riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it. 6'2" in a comp.
I'm trying to duck a case. Make that ass clap. Make that ass clap.
I'm not gonna suck them.
But what do you want to see?
Your boobs.
Why?
Because.
Why? Wait!
Life is good. You know what I mean? Like, 100,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger, little bitch. Ooh, I done flew one out to Spain to be in my domain, automata, bitch. Ooh, dropped $3 on the rain, called it bring the truck.
What is it about an older woman that you find so...
Excuse me? I think I got this one. Let's piss off the council again.
Them older women, they got that macaroni in the pot. You know what I'm saying? And then afterwards, like, they could literally make you macaroni in a pot. So what's not to like?
You don't want to go at it with the new person who doesn't know anything to boot about it. No, they're like, oh, good. Why is it so slippery? Make that noise. Gross. Get that away from my face. No, you want to go with the veteran who's like, come here, boy. I don't know why she sounds like that, but fuck, I'm in it to win it at this point. I just didn't make you cartwheels across the living room. And try to tell your friends. That's fine. She'll ride your face until you have a fucking speech impediment and you ain't saying shit.
But the real reason is they don't need us. They would throw us away like a used condom just to move on to the next guy. No emotional attachment. That's...
Yo ho, all hands, hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and
please take off your pants. Please pop on the handstand. You got me sweating. Please pass me a bag. Damn. The way you moving, you got me in a trance. DJ turn me up, ladies, this your jam.
I saw somewhere that the male version of you is your type, and I haven't seen myself, but I know it's gonna be true. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm down bad for this man. Like, he is fine. Pfft, look at me without the glasses, too. Slay.
Ooh, this is nice. Girl, this audience is you right here? Okay.
It don't smell like roaches in here or nothing.
People are very concerned for this TikToker. So Ren Eleanor is a toddler with over 17 million followers. Well, people have started to notice some disturbing stuff about her account. Take for example this video where she eats a pickle. It has over 300,000 saves and over 100,000 shares. And it has many disturbing comments like this on it. Also, when you search Ren's name, you get disturbing results. Like people looking for the video of her eating the pickle. And whatever this video is, I don't even want to know why someone would search that. What do y'all think of this?
Filter that shows your insecurities. What could be better?
I'm disabled, you know. Here we go. You gotta be in the machine. What the fuck?
I put my armor on, I'll show you that I'm unstoppable.
You want me to what?
Turn yourself over into U.S. custody, along with the rest of us.
Yeah, that makes sense, okay. Meet us at the coordinates I'm sending first. We should all go over together. This is the single dumbest plan I've ever heard. If you're feeling guilty, clear your own name. Don't stand on the sidelines waiting for somebody else to do it.
We've already voted. 5 in favor.
6.
You have to come with us, Bruce.
I don't have to do anything. I'm a part-timer, remember?
I was wondering if maybe you wanted to come over tonight and watch a movie with me.
Well, shit, I mean, obviously bras aren't required, so you know I'm in.
2 uniforms for work. This, and what's under this, which I cannot show you because it's nothing. Okay, fine. I'll post a Twitter pic of what's under this, okay?
Funny guys are dangerous. They will make you laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh, and then poof, your clothes are off.
As a man, you obtain nothing from a female friendship.
If someone says as a man, you obtain nothing from a female friendship, say, I'm not sure if you saw the research on this, But we have 3 studies that suggest there is a benefit to being friends with the opposite sex, and that benefit is that you get a greater understanding of how the opposite sex thinks, feels, and behaves. You generalizing based on your own experiences, probably because you haven't been taught. Frustrating human.
She make these hoes turn up, they know. When the picture man say pose, she don't need no filter, bitch bad.
So this guy tried to hit me up today asking me what I was doing. I kind of figured he was trying, to come and, pat my cheeks. But I lied to him and I told him, I was like, oh, I'm going to go to the movies. That was evidently a lie because I'm in bed. But he was like, oh, I'm bored. Sorry guys, my sissy's interrupting the video. So my response to him was, oh yeah, that's why I'm going to the movies because I was at home bored. And he was like, oh, well, we could have had fun together. So I asked him, okay, like what kind of fun? Like what did you have in mind? And then he sends like the little splash emojis or whatever it is. And I was like, boy, I said I was bored, not trying to get my cheeks slapped. So guys, let me know, how do y'all interpret that I'm bored means I want to get my cheeks slapped? The math is not mathing.
I could eat Chipotle every day.
Oh, I know, so you can see your little girlfriend in there. Miss. Oh my god, I haven't seen you guys in so long. Oh, yeah, I've been just, cooking at home. Is it gonna be your usual white rice with black beans and double chicken? Oh, yeah, Your total's gonna be $17.53. Oh, you can keep the change.
Suck, I'm just trying to be nice to her. And it's her job to be nice to me. What are you want her to just be like a bitch to me?
Say it, don't spray it.
Tonight, R.I.P. that, aw, you're such a good boy.
Ah, fucking hell.
She make these hoes turn up, they know. When the picture man say pose, she don't need no filter, bitch bad. No filter.